Hello everybody. Today I would like to give you a presentation. It's about theory of interpreting. Let's begin. My name is Dion Saputra. My student ID is 18015411100. The subject is theory of interpreting. Our lecturer, Miss Sang Ayu Isnu Maharani S.S M.Hum. The date of recording Tuesday, 2nd of June 2020. I am from Udayana University. The material is about bilingual and bilingualism in interpreting. We have 5 agenda, which is bilingual and bilingualism, bilingual interpreter skills and qualification, the skills of interprofessional interpreter, bilingual interpreter duties and responsibilities, and lastly we have bilingualism in interpreter role. So let's begin with the first one. Bilingual and bilingualism. So what is it? Simply, bilingualism is the ability to use two languages. However, defining bilingualism is problematic, since individuals with varying bilingual characteristics may be classified as bilingual. Definition of bilingualism range from a minimal proficiency in two languages to an advanced level of proficiency which allows two speakers to function and appears as a native-like speaker of two languages. Next, we have bilingual interpreter skills and qualification. First, we have language fluency, which bilingual interpreters are either native speakers or exhibit fluency in both languages for which they are interpreting. Successful candidates can also understand the nuances and cultural implications of both languages. Client management. A successful bilingual interpreter knows how to manage a client and ensure that client needs are met all the times. Active listening skills. A bilingual interpreter's most valuable skills is the ability to employ active listening at any given moment. They can listen to each speaker and invert the overall meaning of the words spoken or written without hesitation. Translation experience. Bilingual interpreters who have previous interpretation experience and better fits for this role. Interpreting is more than just straight translation, and successful candidates will have learned this already through prior experience. Attention to detail. Bilingual interpreters are obsessed with details. If they don't pay attention to even the smallest of details, they may miss an important inflection of word, which can cause problem for both sides of conversation. Next, we have 100 facts, the skills of a professional interpreter. To be an interpreter requires an individual who is highly skilled in an abundance of areas spanning across at least two languages. Listening carefully, digesting and comprehending information provided in the source language, memorizing it, deciding how to interpret the information accurately in the target language, and then articulating it is what's happening in an interpreter's brain during an actual interpreting session. Next, we have bilingual interpreter duties and responsibilities. Translate verbal interaction. Bilingual interpreters are responsible for translating verbal interaction between two parties in real time. They convey a cultural and professional tone during this interaction, taking careful note of and communicating implied meanings that may not translate directly. Translate written communication. Bilingual interpreters translate written communication between different parties. They ensure that the content is translated correctly in a way that the client can easily understand. This involves being intimately familiar with the written grammar and style of both languages. Provide administrative support. Bilingual interpreters often provide administrative support to their clients. This includes performing routine tasks such as taking notes in meetings, translating voicemails, and reading memos. Assist clients with daily tasks. Bilingual interpreters help their clients complete daily tasks that require knowledge of another language. This often includes setting up doctor and dental appointments, registering for classes, and responding to emails, to name a few examples. Coordinating cultural training. If the bilingual interpreter works for a company that hires many other employees who aren't interpreters, they are often responsible for coordinating and delivering cultural training to their coworkers. Companies like these often work hand in hand with people from other cultures, and the bilingual interpreter helps employees understand that culture so they don't offend anyone. Lastly, we have bilingualism in interpreter role. So, what is it? Firstly, they must be able to take someone's words and relate them on the spot. Whether it's facilitating an interview between two people or relaying a live speech to a global audience, they must be able to relate the words correctly and sometimes simultaneously. This is a special skill that very few people master without years of training. Secondly, the best interpreters are also able to understand the hidden meaning in inflection of the source language and the second language. They can convey the emotion and intent both languages, which help provide the right translation. This requires exceptional memory and/or note-taking skills, the ability to multitask, and real empathy for both parties. Lastly, an interpreter must be familiar with the code of ethics required for the assignment of the professional conduct required on the job. Medical interpretation, for example, requires knowledge of HEPPA as well as the professional conduct required in the medical interpreting field. I think that's all of my presentation. So thank you for watching and consider to visit the web below www.feb.unu.ac.id if you're interested. And thank you very much for Miss Isnu for this semester. So thank you very much. See you next time. Peace.